Good morning, beautifuls. So, I was recently asked about a week ago, maybe a little bit longer, maybe two now, um, from an individual. I was walking downtown Greensboro, and I walk around like this, you know, Hamlintra for oneness, right here on my solar, and this gentleman had stopped me when I was going back to my car. And he looked at me and said, I know something. Well, that 2 hour conversation, boiling it down, he was curious on what shadow work is and how to start it. So, this individual, I hope he gets this message. And when I see him again, I'm going to enlighten him on how to start shadow work. But before we get into starting it all and everything else, I want to explain what shadow work is, okay? And the precautions of it. Shadow work is you actually going into your subconscious, your shadows, and realizing that you have blocks. And your subconscious travels down your neck to your heart, right? And when we want to do shadow work, we truly have to mean it from the heart. It really has to come from like really within, from deep, deep, deep down. Because after that, you're not really meaning it, you're just trying to bypass. You're what people call as spiritual bypassing, and what that is just trying to embrace spirituality and mysticism without having to do the work. So, shadow work is everything, any and everything that you've bottled up in this life, and even past lifetimes if you want to keep digging down and digging down and digging down. Yeah, I kind of went down that rabbit hole. But, but, um, you really got to be precautious with it because you got to have faith. You got to have faith in a higher power. The reason why I say this is because a lot of the things that are going to come up, the raw emotions, the situations, the smells, everything, everything, they're all going to come up. And you need to have faith in a higher power simply for the fact that that higher power will give you strength to keep going. And you'll start noticing that your faith is getting stronger as you approach the more willingness part of it. Okay? Now, precaution wise, I say this because it's on trigger coping mechanisms that you've adopted throughout your lifetime to deal with certain emotions, to deal with past experiences, to deal with life, to deal with suffering, as Buddha says. So that's why I say have faith in a higher power, because that faith will help guide you to better coping mechanisms for when you start doing your shadow work. And really, really, truly start believing in something higher, something greater than you before you start. Also, what I would suggest before starting is learning to be gentle and compassionate on yourself. And that's part of your healing journey, you know. But my advice is to start getting into that, because that will make your journey a lot easier, a lot more not relaxing, but at ease. You won't feel so alone. You won't feel sad. You'll still feel sad, but you'll feel a comfort. It's really weird to explain. And that's later on as you're going down your path. But really start having faith in a higher power, not belief, faith. Belief is something that you can physically, in this reality, see, hold. Like, I believe this is rose quartz. But I have faith in Archangel Chamuel that he will charge that through me for divine love. And that's the difference from faith and belief. So yeah, this is part 1. I'm going to be making more videos, like I said. So like, subscribe, and comment what you think.